Hey, what's up dudes? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. So since there's not a lot of news going on right now, I thought we'd do something fun. I'd like to talk about every licensed killer skin that I'd like to see in Dead by Daylight in the future. Now, of course, there's going to be a character in here that we are skipping, and this was spawned by a recent movie that came out for one of the licensed characters in the game, but I think this is overall going to be fun, and I want you guys to let me know licensed skins that you'd like to see in the comments down below if I happen to miss yours for one of the specific characters. But before we get completely into it, dudes, I do have another sponsor for this video in the way of Ace Defender. Ace Defender is a high-quality SRPG masterpiece combining authentic turn-based RPG battle with tower defense elements. The game also has a traditional RPG storyline with 40+ chapters, which equals up to nearly 2,000 levels. The storyline itself revolves around a rebellion in the Dragon Clan that threatens the balance of good and evil in the world. Our heroine Alpida, the Silver Dragon Princess, escaped with the Creation Crystal to the human lands. There she awoke the Creation Crystal and summoned heroes to fight evil with your help. There are 5 hero factions in the game, being Divine, Demon, Shadow, Nature, and Light, with deep hero background stories. Starting with 48 heroes, there are 2 new heroes released every 2 weeks, so you can level up, combine your heroes, and equip gear to create a powerful lineup of all of those new heroes. Now, as far as gameplay goes, this game has multiple different game modes, being Expedition, the single player mode, PvE, where you can explore dungeons and regions, engage in trials, level up your heroes, and collect rare items, and PvP, fight against other players with your server, arena, or across servers, King's Arena, with multiple lineups. And there's also a 1x, 2x, and 4x gameplay speed mode to speed up or slow down the action. New dudes who download the game from my link in the description down below will get 10 Royal Recruit tickets after completing level 2 through 8. So make sure you click that link in the description down below and give the game a try. But thank you again to Ace Defender, I really appreciate it, dudes. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Now, as a heads up, as I said, this is only for licensed killers in the game, and we'll actually be doing licensed survivor skins next week. So we're actually going to go in order of when the characters came out. So we got to start with the very first character and the character that actually spawned this video to begin with, and that is Michael Myers. Now, Michael Myers actually already has one skin in the game, but it's not really anything that a Halloween fan, for the most part, is going to want to use. He does have his nightgown from Halloween 4, his hospital gown, sorry, from Halloween 4. I believe he wore that in Halloween 4 for a very short amount of time, but that's not really a skin I like to use a whole lot. A skin that I think would look really good on him, and they kind of go together, it would be Halloween 2018 or the Halloween Kills Burnt Michael Myers. Now, personally, if I had to choose, I'd probably much prefer the burnt Michael Myers from Halloween Kills, as it does just look like a more beaten and battered Michael. He's missing a few fingers. He just overall looks a lot more grimy and made for the entity's realm. But I definitely would not be upset with the Halloween 2018 skin just giving us the older Michael Myers. Now, there have been some rumors circulating, and I cannot confirm these whatsoever, but there have been some rumors circulating that we could see one of these skins in December, so keep that in mind. Now, on to Leatherface. Now, this one is a little bit iffy because Texas Chainsaw Massacre went really downhill, in my opinion, after 3. And there's not a lot of differences from 1, 2, and 3 in the Leatherface appearance, in my opinion. At least not one that merits adding an entire skin that costs around 10 bucks. I just don't think that's necessary or really worth it. So I went with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003. I do believe while the movie is not incredible, it's decent, and the Leatherface overall appearance in that movie is pretty decent. I feel like they went with a more grimy aesthetic to the character, even though his original appearance was already grimy, but they just made the character a lot more dark. They took away the yellow butcher shirt, they took away the white shirt, I think, or they just like darkened up the white shirt with like blood and dirt and stuff. They just made the appearance a whole lot more dark, and it made it a little bit more grimy, I guess that's the best word to say. Now, you guys could probably recommend a better skin in the comments down below, but this is just personally the one that I went with. But now Freddy Krueger. Of course, Freddy Krueger. We know what skin we want for Freddy Krueger. We've wanted this skin since Freddy Krueger came out in the game. We want the original Robert Englund Freddy Krueger. Now, there are a few different designs. His design does change from movie to movie, from the first movie up until Freddy vs. Jason, and there are some different designs within that for different scenes, like in Freddy vs. Jason when there's like a demon looking Freddy. If he already didn't look like a demon, he goes like pointed ear and like really sharp teeth and like an overall like redder appearance, and I think that would look cool as well. But I think overall we just want original Robert Englund Freddy in the game, maybe with some extra voice lines, but it is something that everybody wants, and I do think they should do. Now we move on to my girl Amanda Young / the Pig. Now the cool thing is we do know that Saw is getting a full tome in the next tome, so tome 10 will be Saw themed, so there is a potential for one of these 2 or 3 skins to be in the rift or like base when you buy the tome. But for this one, I went with the black and red cloak pig. Kramer actually wore this. John Kramer actually wore this in Saw 1, and you see Amanda briefly wear it in Saw 2, I believe, but this appearance hasn't been like mainstream for Amanda Young or like really the pig in general. It was kind of just like made popular in Saw 1 by John Kramer. It was a very cool looking robe that he wore. Now the other possibility is of course a Jigsaw or a Spiral costume for the pig. Now of course these would be male characters coming from Spiral or Jigsaw, as both of the people who played the pig in those movies were male. But that doesn't seem entirely like out of the realm of possibility now, since we just got the James Sunderland skin for Cheryl on the Survivor side, so I do think it's entirely possible that we could see a male version of the pig come as a skin, and I do think that would be very interesting. Now we move on to Ghostface. Now we do actually know that Ghostface is getting a new skin during Chapter 22. We don't know what it is yet, but if I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be the Scarecrow Ghostface skin, as it is a Fun World license, and that is a Fun World costume. But if we go with what I'd actually like in the game, I'd really like to see the Brandon James Ghostface. I know not a ton of people are a fan of the Scream TV show, but I actually enjoyed season 1 and 2 before they got the license for the mask and, you know, completely dipped on the whole Brandon James story. I'd love to see, even though it's not Ghostface, technically, it still is technically Ghostface, I'd love to see the Brandon James Ghostface in Dead by Daylight. I like the whole cloak there, and I feel like there's a lot of opportunities to mix and match with other Ghostface skins to make it look even cooler. And then there's also Scary Movie Ghostface for the memes, you know, the What's Up Ghostface, Derpface, I think people call him. I think that would just be cool for the memes. Now, of course, we gotta skip Demodoggy because he's leaving, unfortunately. RIP the Demodog mains. I love the boy, he's the bestest boy. But now we move on to the Pyramid Head. Now, of course, Pyramid Head just got a black skin along with Nemesis, but that's not really what people were wanting, although it is a nice addition. People were really wanting the Silent Hill movie Pyramid Head skin. Every time I talked about Pyramid Head getting a skin, his skin that was coming up that ended up being the Blight skin, a lot of people in the comics always said that they wanted the movie Pyramid Head skin, and even after the Blight skin was announced and revealed, and even released, people are still saying they would have rather had the movie Pyramid Head skin. And then my personal pick for the Pyramid Head skin that I'd like would be the Silent Hill Homecoming Pyramid Head skin. I think this skin overall probably is the best design for Pyramid Head, outside of maybe even the Blagged skin. I really like the Blagged skin, and that's gonna get me some shit. But I think the Silent Hill Homecoming is probably the best Pyramid Head has ever looked. I love the design. I love the jagged sword that he has. I just think it looks incredible, and it would definitely be the one that I'd go with if I had a choice. But now we move on to Nemesis. Much like Freddy, I think a lot of people just want the original Resident Evil 3 Nemesis in the game. That's been one of the more popular requested skins that I've seen for this character, and that would probably be my personal pick for the character. I'd love to see that. But there's another skin, a Mr. X Legendary skin, I think would work really well if it could be managed and make sense, because of course Mr. X in the Resident Evil games, even in the RE2 remake, he doesn't use a tentacle. He doesn't look really weird at all besides his face and, you know, towering stature, until he actually turns into a tyrant after he takes some damage later in the game. But he never really has a tentacle, so it would be hard to make that make sense with the way that Nemesis plays. And for our last licensed killer, a skin that I would like to see for the Cenobite is any of the Cenobites, really. There's a ton of Cenobites in the Hellraiser lore that they can pick and choose from, but my top is probably Deep Throat, or really a female version of Pinhead, preferably Kirsty Cotton from the comics Clive Barker wrote. Now, of course, the deal that was made for the Cenobite or Pinhead wasn't with Clive Barker, it was with Park Avenue Entertainment, which is why we have to deal with the NFT crap that we're dealing with now. So I don't think they could have the possibility to get the Kirsty Cotton comics version of Pinhead, which is unfortunate. Now, before we completely go, I know this is cheating a little bit, but I want to talk about some bonus skins I'd like to see, and they're actually revolving around Crypt TV. If you guys didn't know, we're getting a Crypt TV live stream today with Dead by Daylight guests from The Girl in the Woods on the DVD live stream, so it leads us to believe that there could be some more Crypt TV skins coming. So I want to give 3 of my personal picks for Crypt TV skins that we could get, and that is Sunny Family Cult for the Legion. I think that would absolutely fit 100%. There's no question about it. You can make that as an original skin, and that would just fit very well. Mira Mira for Spirit, I think once again that just fits. It just works. really no questioning behind it. You don't have to question it. You don't have to think about it. That just works. And then the Brute for Oni. Now, I originally went with the Brute for Blight, but a lot of people pointed out that he would probably fit a little bit better on Oni, and I actually came around to agree with that. So I go with the Brute for Oni. That's 3 new Crypt TV skins. We got 3 last time, I believe, and so I just feel like that works. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What licensed skins would you like to see in the game? Licensed killer licensed skins. Let me know that in the comments down below. And what Crypt TV skins would you like to see in the game as well? It has been fun talking about these skins though. We will be doing the Survivor side of this very, very soon. So let me know you liked this video by actually liking the video. And if you want more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. But that's going to do it for me, dudes. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. You all are amazing. Thank you to my members for supporting the channel. You guys are absolutely incredible as well. But again, that's going to do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching again. My name is Tuden. I've been your host, and I'll see you dudes in the fog. Peace out.